Erev Tov Rabotai. It says in the Shulchan Aruch that if a person, let's say, studying in the yeshiva, so he went to a yeshiva, he's not at home, he's in the dorm of the yeshiva. Right? This is the situation. So it says, right, that like this, even though there's no woman there, it's only boys, right, in the yeshiva, they still have to light Shabbat candle, in the room where they're staying there, where they're living, in the dorm. Because every place has to have a candle, no matter where you are. It doesn't matter where you are. With a woman, without a woman, doesn't matter. Wherever you're living, you got to put their candle. You got to make a candle there. So same thing with the dorm. That's what they have to do. So that teaches you also, right, as we already mentioned before, that if a man, is without a wife, because let's say she went somewhere or whatever, or because he's divorced, or maybe he's a widower, right, all kinds of things, he has to light anyway, candles, he has to light, and with a bracha and everything. Just like this guy right in the yeshiva, same thing. Everybody has to light. So every house has to have Shabbat candles.
So the man usually in the shul, who's going to light Shabbat?
Yeah, it's good. It's a good question. Yeah. Right. So what you do is, like he's saying, right? Kohen is right. That when before you go to the shul, you light, and then you come back. Yeah, especially if you're coming to this minyan. It's always very early. This is early. You know what this minyan is called, right? Early bird minyan. This is the early bird, right? Hashkama. Okay. So anyway, as we said, right? Good question. So the rule is like this, as we mentioned yesterday. We talked about it a little bit, but let me make it more clear a little bit. The earliest you can light the candles is 1 hour and 15 minutes before the dusk, before the darkness. Before Tzedek Kochavim. So if you come to shul, like let's say 1 hour before, whatever, right? You can still light, But as we said, the thing is, when you light like this, you're taking on Shabbat, so you cannot do melacha. So you have to be careful with that. If it's more than a half hour, you're taking on Shabbat.
Once you're in the shul, you don't do anything.
Right, it's not such a big deal. So that's the story there, So you can do it. Yeah, it's possible to do. And if you're afraid of candles, just light the electric, and make a bracha on that, as we said, right? There's no problem with that. You can do the electric, Why leave the candles, empty house? It's dangerous. That's what I would do. If I was alone, in the house, I would light electric and go to the shul. That's it. No candles. What do I need candles for? What do I need it for? It gives me light. Doesn't give me nothing. So what's the big deal? Yeah, it's mitzvah. Same mitzvah. You know what it is, right? The mitzvah is to have light. You know what I mean? So the more light that you have, the better it is. This is more light. So it's better. You know what I mean? Because of Shalom Bayit.
But it's not real.
It's real, don't worry, it's real. When you get the bill at the end of the month, you'll see it's real, $100. You'll see it's real. The bill will show you.
Can I set up timer
Yeah.
for Shabbat?
Yeah, you can set up timer,
For Shabbat, let's say,
Yeah.
before I go to shul, I put, let's say, 6:15. It's going to be Shabbat time, let's say.
Right.
And it's before I, but it's very hard to get on time. When you say bracha, it's supposed to be 2 minutes.
Yeah, but you cannot light with the timer because you have to do it yourself. This is the mitzvah, you know what I mean? You can go out with a timer, no problem, right? You have to do the mitzvah, the clock is not going to do the mitzvah for you. You know what I mean? It's not a human being.
Once
Yeah.
it's set up,
Yeah.
turn it on, it's going to be off.
Yeah, it's true, but you got to physically light the candle. That's the mitzvah, Just like you got to put the tefillin, you got to wrap it, right? Same thing, you have to do the mitzvah actively. You got to do. That's the whole thing. Yeah, physically. That's it. Okay, good. So you got that, right? So also another thing, which is mentioned in Shulchan Aruch, very important to understand, which is when you go, to a family, right? Somebody invited you, and you're going to be staying there. So you're not going to be lighting candles at home, right? What's the purpose? You're not coming home anyway. What's the purpose to light candles over there? Nobody's going to see it. So you don't light the candles. You can leave the electric on, but no bracha because you're not using it. Okay, that's the thing. But when you go over there to your friend's house, your relative, what do you do over there to the mitzvah? So says Shulchan Aruch, what you can do is, take out some coin, right? 5 cents, 10 cents, right? No, $1 is too much. Too much. Be cheap, cheap. 5 cents, 10 cents, right? Give him, and this case you're going to have a portion in the mitzvah to give the balabait, the money. You're going to say, I want to buy from you a portion in your candle, a chelek. Right? So that's how you do it, Or he can give it to you as a gift, if, you don't have to give him money. You just give it to you, as a matana.
Why do you pay so cheap? Why?
Right? You know why? Because the candle is very cheap. How much does it cost candle, right? Let's say your whole candle, right? Let's say maximum, the whole candle is $1, right? I don't know.
If I want to give $1, it's no good?
Too much. You don't need that. You don't need that much. A little coin, 5 cents, 10 cents, that's it. That's all you need.
5, 6 cents.
Right, that's it. 5 cents, 10 cents.
50 candles you can buy for 3.
Exactly. That's the whole thing, right? So what happens is, when you have 2 candles, right, how much they cost? Maybe 10 cents, the whole thing, So if you give them 5 cents, you take half, 50%. But if you give them $1, you're taking for the whole month. You're reserving for the whole month, right? You don't have to do that much. Right, that's it, So there's no purpose in doing that. You give them a little bit.
One question.
Yeah.
Okay, when we do tzedakah in the prayer, right?
Yeah.
Take around, they say 3 pennies, right? And it's smoke money.
Yeah, the truth is, not 3 pennies. Not 3 pennies.
Okay,
It's 3 quarters. 3 quarters.
Okay,
Yeah, 3 quarters.
Why you
Huh?
give the dollar? Why you give the
Why
dollar?
do I give dollar?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
For example, not for
Tzedakah is one thing. Candles is something else. You cannot compare one to the other. It's like apples and oranges. You know why? Right? I'll tell you why. Because it says, Kola mosif mosifim lo. If you add tzedakah, they give you more. So it's good to add tzedakah. But when you're doing, candles, right, you have to give the right amount. Otherwise it's too much. So there's no purpose in that. You understand? Tzedakah, it's good to give more and more and more and more, right? Kola mosif mosifim lo. Right? That's the thing, It's a different thing.
To mention the 3 coins, it's only the Kabbalah that you need to do by Varch David. You don't have to give only 3 coins all day. Like 3 coins that you're giving, it's only Shacharit in Varch David.
Yeah, there's like a segula. There's a segula in that, It's a segula.
It says that you have to give 3 coins. You can give 50,000.
Okay, it's all good. Anyway,
Also,
yeah.
I heard that when you put in lighting for the Shabbat lighting, you put some tzedakah also.
Some people do this, it's not obligation. No, it's locho. No. Some people like to do these kinds of things, They add, they add this, they add that, they add this, all kinds of things, to make it more special, whatever. So let's say one more halakha and we'll finish, right? I don't want to go too long. So, tell you one more thing, right? So there's an issue like this where a person, it slips my mind what the halakha was, but anyway, yeah, we'll do it next time, B'ezrat Hashem, I guess, Anyway, there's not much time. So I guess we'll stop here. But okay, Baruch Adonai Leolam, Amen. Rabbi Chanel Megasha Omer, אז הקדוש ברוך הוא לעזור ישראל, לפיך הכי בא להם תורה ומצוות שנאמר אדוני חפץ, למען צדקו יגדיר תורה בידי.